After Michael and his brave army defeated the seven-headed dragon and his comrades, they lay in hell, bound there forever. But Michael and the army was left to the shambles of the spirit world. It was nothing but smoldering ashes after the war. They did not know what to do. They felt ashamed and sorrowful at the loss of the spiritual world. They did not dare face their parents, who had created this beautiful world on their behalf. They were supposed to tend to it and care for it, but instead it now lay destroyed. Then the dark mists and stormy clouds above parted, and there was a white cloud that appeared, and Michael said to his followers, "Please follow me." And he led them up over the rainbow bridge, following the white cloud by day, and at night, one by one, began to disappear into the stars. The seven-headed dragon down below questioned, "Where is Michael going?" And when he was told that he was following a rainbow bridge and a white cloud and during the night stars, why, he said, "I do not see any such things." And he scoffed and he laughed at them. But that was because his inner vision had been closed off at the crown of his head. He had closed the doorway to his Father's guidance. Michael led his followers to a bright, shining mountain that penetrated the darkness of the world below into the blue heavens above. It glimmered and shined with crystals, and upon its top, its doorway, was a bright red gem. And surrounding it, guarding the doorway, was 60 angelic ants. And they said, "Please bring your friends, Michael. Come into our home and rest from your long journey. We have food and we have drink for you to eat and to quench your thirst, and we have soft beds for you to rest upon. Your mother queen has been awaiting your arrival." And Michael led the giants, the long-haired people, the dwarves and the fairies and all the gods and goddesses and all those warriors that were the followers of the plan of creation down into that mountain. And as they spiraled down the corridors, they peered into the rooms at the golden trim along the edges and the beautiful plush furniture and the soft beds and the beautiful artwork on the walls. And when they finally reached the deepest and the most inner chambers of that temple, there sat upon the throne the Mother Queen. And she invited Michael and his followers to please sit at the table. And her ministering ants would serve them up a nice warm meal for them to eat. And while they ate, the queen explained everything. She said that indeed the spiritual world had been destroyed, but they need not be ashamed or worried and sad. She said this was a necessary step in the world's materialization. It will continue for 7 days to undergo a series of different changes. There will be more volcanoes and earthquakes. There will be more floods of lava and dust into the air. But, she said, you have been brave. You have fought for the plan of creation. You have defended your beliefs and your freedom. Now, here in this world, you will be, in this temple, you will be protected from all the destruction while the earth goes through its rebirth. Here, my ministering aunts will teach you to be industrious and to work. They will teach you how to bring the spirit world into your spirit, into your soul, your life, and eventually your mortal body, striving with you to bring about your humanity. They will teach you to be, how to be peaceful and live peacefully with each other in a very chaotic world. They will teach you to pray and to fast so that you can maintain our connection and your parents' will and plan of creation. They will teach you how to build homes and to build granaries so that you can survive the harsh winters and the very hot and dry summers of earth life. All of these things you will need to learn in order to teach your children that you will give birth to. You will need to know these things to raise your families. And then Michael said, wait, you mean our bodies on earth will be capable of giving birth to children? We're going to be able to raise families? Yes, Michael, the queen said. You have been brave. All of you have been brave. You have with courage defended the spirit world. And you have purified it so that it may go through this materialization. And you have defended your beliefs. And so indeed, our father, or your father and me have decided that you are worthy of being able to raise up our spirit children as mortal families on earth. And there was a hum of excitement in the room. And Isha, who is Michael's wife, said, who, thou queen, will be the first parents, the first man and woman upon the earth? And the queen said, that is a very good question, Isha. And please stand, you and Michael, for you have been you have led the way in protecting and defending the spirit world and all of this army of yours. And so you and Michael will be the first parents. Not everyone will be born at the same time. They'll be born in different geographical locations, and many will be born in different cultures and different races. But like here, they will have a noble heritage. Spiritually, you are all brothers and sisters, with noble parentage, being raised by the Creator himself. And on the earth, who also all have a common ancestry, going back to Michael and Isha, the great and courageous leaders who defeated the seven-headed dragon itself and saved the spiritual world from utter destruction. And when all heard this, they rose up in jubilation and celebration, and their exceeding joy had no bounds, for they rejoiced over the prospect of obtaining freedom, wisdom, to be able to create beauty, and to have families. While all the followers of the plan of creation were nestled down inside this beautiful sparkling temple, being taught by the industrious ants to work and to live peacefully in a chaotic world, the earth was undergoing tremendous changes. There was many volcanoes and earthquakes, and the earth was completely immersed in lava. There was spewing forth ash and debris into the sky. All of the spiritual world, both sky and oceans, both fire and the rocks and minerals were meshed together and mixed up into one conglomerate mass. There was no sky. There was no ocean. Everything was a compound in one. The skies were ash, darkness, and the surface was hot lava. When the earth finally cooled, it lay like a cold, dead planet, lifeless. But the Creator came to the sparkling mountain, and he called forth Gabriel, who was another great and noble warrior that fought besides Michael in the spirit world. And he said, "Gabriel, go to the four corners of the earth and gather up minerals for me to now create Michael's body." And Gabriel went merrily away, exceedingly happy to do what his father had asked him. And he came to the earth, fully expecting to find its most precious minerals to make Michael's noble body. But wherever he searched on the earth pushed him away and refused to give him any minerals. And Gabriel threw up his arms and he said, "O earth, why will you not share your precious minerals? Do you not know that the Creator has ordered it so?" And the earth then responded, "Do you not know that I am destined one day to be cursed and destroyed because of the wicked deeds of mankind? I will not give up a single particle of dust, let alone my precious minerals, to help in the formation of man." Well, Gabriel tried to comfort him, and he explained that all the followers of the seven-headed dragon that tried to destroy the plan of creation, was bound up in hell, that the minerals he was asking for would be used for Michael's body, the brave and courageous Michael who defeated the dragon and saved the spirit world. But the earth would have hear nothing, and refused to give him any more of his precious dust. When this was reported to the Creator came to the earth and counseled him, or her, and he said, Mother Earth, do you not know that you must experience death before you may enjoy life? You must pass through corruption before you can become incorruptible. If you are unwilling to face this sacrifice of death for the sake of mankind, why, you will remain desolate and cold and lifeless. There will be no happiness nor misery. And then what will be the end of your creation? And the earth thought about this and then said, Fine, I will give some of my dust only, but for perhaps if man's body is made of my mere dust, they will remain humble and follow your plan of creation. So Gabriel was given some white clay from the east, and some bluish green clay from the south, some red clay from the west, and he was given some black clay from the north. And all this clay was given to the Creator. And the Creator took the white clay and he began to shape and form the bones and the brainy nerves of Michael. He took the red clay and formed the blood vessels and the heart and the lungs. He took the black clay and formed the inner bowels of Michael. And finally he took the purplish or the bluish green clay and formed the outer skin of Michael. And when he was finished, there was a perfect figure of Michael, his precise and exact replica. Only it was lifeless. It had no movement at all. And the queen then said, How shall we breathe Michael's spirit into this little clay figure? And the queen considered breathing his spirit through his mouth. But she thought, no, that might corrupt his spirit with lying and dirty, foul language. Maybe we could breathe him through the eyes. No, she thought, maybe the eyes will corrupt his spirit with lustful images. Perhaps we'll breathe him through the ears. No, she said, then he might be corrupted with flattery and all kinds of falsehoods. We shall breathe Michael's spirit through the nostrils, for it is through the sense of smell that he will learn to discern between what is clean and what is unclean. And so she breathed Michael through the nostrils of the clay figurine. And the clay figure lit up like a star, radiating with light. The eyes opened, and his his fingers began to wiggle, and his feet began to move with levity. And all the people who saw this clay figure come to life was astonished and marveled. Then the Creator said, Michael, you shall be given a new name. From this day forth, you will be known as Adam, for you are created out of the lifeless dust of the earth. Then Adam was placed upon the earth, and it was dark and cold and desolate. And Adam fell asleep, and while he slept, the earth was immersed in a great flood, covering all the hills and the mountaintops completely. There was no shoreline for the water to grasp hold of. And so the water became smooth as glass. Adam drifted upon it and dreamed. He dreamed of Isha, his lovely wife. And he petitioned in his dream to his father that she might be able to join him. And so the Creator took a rib from Adam's bones and made Isha's skeletal system and her nervous system. And then he took some of his blood vessels to form her circulatory system. And he took some of his bowels to form her digestive system. And then some of his skin to form her outer frame and skin. And then the queen breathed Isha's spirit through her nostrils, and the clay figurine, like Michael's, began to shine and radiate like a star. She was filled with light and life. Then the Creator said, Isha, you shall also be given a new name. You shall from this day forth be known as Eve, for you will be the mother of all living. Eve and Adam were set upon the earth. They were both sleeping. And the Creator spoke to their spirits and in their dreams. And he said, I will create the measurement of time. I shall divide the light from the darkness, and from evening to morning shall reign the darkness, and from morning to evening the light shall rule. And I shall call the darkness night, and I shall call the light day. And when he had spoken these words, he said, let there be light. And the earth's axis opened up, and the spirit world entered, and its soul, the whole, radiated with light, so that the whole earth gleamed like a sun, and the sun and the moon also radiated their glory out into the dark space. Adam and Eve, their eyes opened. They stood radiating like stars in their midst. All was glorious and beautiful. And the Creator then spoke to Adam and Eve and said, the earth is good, for it listens and obeys my voice. During the night, when it is dark and asleep, why its spirit listens to my will and to my plan. And then, during the day, when it lights up with light, it fulfills the plan of creation. Adam and Eve, you are also good. Your bodies are made of the earth's dust. And you too, like the earth, will sleep at night. But your spirits will listen to my plan of creation. It will listen to the word. And when you wake in the day, you shall help in the creation of the world. You will help name the plants and the animals. As we place them here upon the earth, you shall tend to them and befriend them. And finally, as the light of day began to fade and the darkness resumed, Adam and Eve once more fell into a deep sleep. The darkness and the light had successfully been divided, and the light had been named day, and the night had been named, or the darkness had been named night. And the physical formation of the earth had been imbued with life and light. Adam and Eve had also been imbued with life and life. And so that was the conclusion of the first night and the first day of the earth's creation. Glory to thee, my God, this night, for all the blessings of the light. Keep me, O keep me, King of kings, beneath thine own almighty wings. O may my soul in thee repose, and with sweet sleep my eyelids close. Sleep that may me more vigorous make to serve my God when I awake.